It began as an ambitious expedition. Elon Musk, always eager to push the boundaries of technology and sustainability, was in South America to explore renewable energy solutions for remote communities. The region was breathtaking, untouched jungles stretched endlessly, their emerald hues concealing a world of mystery and life. For Elon, it was an opportunity to witness Earth's raw beauty while envisioning how innovation could harmonize with nature. Late in the afternoon, Elon decided to take a short helicopter ride to survey the land from above. The pilot, a seasoned local, assured him the weather was stable. As the helicopter ascended, Elon gazed at the sprawling forest below, marveling at its complexity. This, he thought, is what we're fighting to preserve. But nature had its own plans. Within an hour, dark clouds rolled in without warning. The wind howled, and rain lashed against the helicopter's windows. The small aircraft was no match for the sudden tropical storm. "We need to land now," the pilot shouted, his voice barely audible over the roaring storm. With limited visibility, he managed to find a small clearing, and the helicopter descended with a jarring thud. The storm raged on as Elon and the pilot assessed their situation. The helicopter was damaged, the radio useless in the dense jungle. The reality was clear, they would have to spend the night there. Elon's heart raced as he took in his surroundings. Towering trees loomed overhead, their branches forming a nearly impenetrable canopy. The air was thick with the smell of wet earth and vegetation. In the distance, the calls of unseen creatures sent shivers down his spine. But panic wasn't an option. "Let's focus on what we can control," Elon said, his voice steady despite the circumstances. The emergency kit yielded a flashlight, a knife, a first aid kit, a thermal blanket, and a flint. They quickly set to work gathering dry leaves and branches to build a small fire. As darkness fell, the jungle came alive. The chirping of crickets mixed with the guttural calls of howler monkeys and the occasional rustling of leaves nearby. Elon sat close to the fire, its flickering light casting long shadows on his face. For someone who dreamed of interplanetary travel, the jungle felt as alien as any distant world. "This is humbling," he said softly to the pilot, breaking the silence. "We talk about conquering space, but here we are, completely at the mercy of Earth's wilderness." The pilot nodded, his face reflecting a mixture of exhaustion and awe. "This place, it's terrifying, but it's alive. It's beautiful." At one point, Elon noticed tiny lights flickering in the darkness. Fireflies. They moved in graceful patterns, illuminating the jungle like stars scattered across the ground. For a moment, the fear melted away, replaced by wonder. Elon smiled, whispering, "Even in chaos, there's beauty." The hours stretched on, each sound amplified in the stillness of the jungle. At one point, they heard the distant growl of a jaguar. The fire, their lifeline, became their shield. Elon fed it carefully, his hand steady but his mind racing with thoughts. He reflected on how fragile humanity was in the face of nature's vastness. When dawn broke, sunlight poured through the canopy, turning the forest into a golden wonderland. The storm had passed, leaving behind a tranquil beauty. The pilot managed to repair the helicopter's communication system, and by mid-morning, a rescue team arrived. As the helicopter ascended once more, Elon looked down at the jungle, now calm and peaceful. The night had left an indelible mark on him. In the days that followed, he spoke of the experience often. "The jungle is a reminder of what we're trying to protect," he said during an interview. "It's raw, untamed, and full of life. If we're to build a future on Mars or anywhere else, we must first learn to coexist with the incredible planet we already have." For Elon Musk, the night in the jungle wasn't just a challenge, it was a revelation. It reinforced his belief that humanity's future lay not just in the stars, but also in cherishing and preserving the fragile beauty of Earth.